Good evening, everyone. Nice to talk to you again. I am Jenny, and welcome to our Mainlander's Voice. And it is around 10 p.m. in the evening in China, and I'm right in my little house in the southern countryside in Fujian province, China. And as we all know, that the coronavirus patients are getting more and more, and every day I read the updated news about these persons and about the situation. And so today I would like to share with you some stories about the patients and the doctors and maybe to our common people. And I think we should see some human nature or some humanity, and I could say we could see some good and bad human nature in all these things, and especially when a crisis like that comes to us, and we could read a lot from this. As one of my friends says, the coronavirus is coming closer, and more and more will get infected from that. I have no idea about that, but I'm pretty sure that another person was confirmed infected today just around me. So it is very serious. So when I hear something like that, my heart was shocked, and I feel so sad about that. And I don't know if different people will see different sides when meeting the same things. I know that a girl in WeChat sells masks. And do you know where the masks are from? The masks are donated by the company to some hospital, and maybe the girl's relatives or herself is working in a hospital, so she just treat them as hers, and she asked the price for 260 RMB for one bag, for around 10 packs, 10 ones, I guess. So some people on the WeChat scanned her about that, and she replied that it's none of your business, and this is a really shocking thing. And the other story is an old lady who lives by picking up, collecting garbages, and she donates all the money she has to the Red Cross, and not to the Red Cross, but to the local government officials, and the officials says no to her, and she was so sad, and I think she's so great. She's got a very great spirit in front of the crisis, and comparing to the young lady, she's the most great person in my opinion. And the other story is that a doctor wrote an article today about how his workmate, a doctor, a nurse got infected by the coronavirus when they are working, and the nurse was very upset. You know what? When this kind of crisis comes, and the doctors and the nurses are the most helpful and the most people we need, and they are angels for us, right? and the doctor and his workmates don't know how to treat the persons around them. Just those, they work together all day long to face this kind of difficulty when they are people too, when they are patients too, just like the other patients, right? They have to treat the people they face every day equally as the other patients. So sometimes I think we should pay more attention to these people, to these angels who care about us all day long. And you know what? The relationship between the patients and the doctors are very tense recently in China. And sometimes the patients will hurt the doctors or the nurses. And I read so many reports about this. So I should say, maybe because of the systems from the government causes this kind of situation, or the profits thing causes this kind of thing, right? And the last story is about a man who got infected in Wuhan city, and he couldn't get a sick bed in any hospital, and because the buses have been stopped, the traffic has been cancelled all the city, and he has no strength to go that long to another hospital. And he's also afraid that his wife and son will be infected by him, so he jumped from a bridge. So when I read these stories today, my heart was a bit broken. You know what? Because I am so lucky enough with my relatives that we could stay in our little homes to keep away from these kind of things. And we feel like dust in front of such kind of crisis, especially when it becomes such a big thing around China or even around the world, right? Sometimes I would wonder if this kind of thing will go beyond one country and it becomes the universal thing. What would happen to the human, we so-called maybe the conqueror of the earth? I don't know, because we have done so much to hurt the earth and the other creatures, right? So we can see the good and bad nature from this. It runs in everyone, I guess. We are. I think people are the complexion of the angel and the devil, maybe. So I wish that good luck and for everyone around me and for everyone in China. And I wish that the coronavirus will come down and to see how it has done to these patients. And there are some other things I want to say. I also read some news about the people who got SARS in 2003 and got their lives after that. And I had no vague idea about the SARS because at the time I was 19 years old, and we were busy preparing for the entrance, for the exam for the entrance to college. So I felt nothing about SARS. And turn to the topic. Those people who got survived from SARS are also facing with a very serious problem for their lives. Some get divorced, and some lost their families, and some face. Nearly everybody faces the after disease symptoms, and their bones are broken, and they don't have the ability to earn any money from then on. So I also worry about what would happen to those who get survived from the coronavirus this time. And from the TV, I know that there are around 300 persons who have already got survived from this. But I will keep an eye on what will happen to these persons. So this is what I'm trying to explain today with you. See you next time. Bye-bye.